viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Mr.Adebanjo. I want to welcome you to this video. In this video, we are going to be discussing together Wassce 2025 General Mathematics Objective Questions. We are going to be providing solutions to Wassce 2025 General Mathematics Objective Questions. So what are we going to be doing? For each of the questions, we're going to be telling you the topic for where each of the question emanates from, and also we are going to be solving each question step by step together. And also we have 50 questions to solve all together in this video. And also we are going to be selecting correct answer from the options provided for each of the question. So we have a lot to discuss together in this video. But in the next video, we are going to be talking about the theoretical part of this Wassce 2025 General Mathematics. We are going to be talking about the theoretical part of it. So before we get it started, if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please click the subscribe button on the channel right now, so that whenever we post a video on this platform, you will be the first person to be notified. And more so, please we are begging you, help us to share this video on all the platform that you belongs to, all the social media platform that you belongs to. Please help us share this video there, and every groups that you belongs to on social media, please help us post this video there. We want this video to go viral, because there are a lot of students who doesn't know about this platform. They don't know the name of this YouTube channel, and they are desperately in need of this resource material to help them prepare for any examination. And the only way you can help us reach out to them is by sharing this video, so that they will be aware of this platform, and they can make good use of the material that we have on this platform. Please, we are appealing to you once again, please share this video. Don't keep it to yourself all alone. Don't take the don't use for your own for yourself alone. In as much as you are benefiting from this video, please do it, make it a duty to share this video on all your social media platforms and all the groups that you belong to. And as you do so, may the good Lord bless you. Now, the first question is what you are seeing on the screen right now. The question is from the mensuration of solid shapes. In this case, the volume of a cone of height 18 centimeter is 8,316 centimeter cube. You have to find the base radius of the cone. So we are given the volume of a cone, and given the height of the cone, we have to look for the base radius of the cone. So the volume, the way to find the volume of a cone is by using the formula 1/3 of pi square h. So the volume of a cone is 1/3 of the volume of a cylinder, because volume of a cylinder is pi square h. So volume of a cone is 1/3 pi square h. So we already know the value of the volume of the cone, which is 8,316. So that will replace this. So we have 8,316 equals to 1/3 times pi is 22/7. We are looking for the radius, so multiply by the height, which is 18. From there we can simplify further. 22 can multiply 18, so you'll be having 8,316 equals to 22 times 18 will give us 396. Multiply by r squared over 3 times 7 is 21. You can cross multiply from there. So 21 multiply 8,316, so it will give us 396 r squared equals to 174,636. From there you can divide both sides by 396 to get our r square. So r square will be equals to 444. Our aim is to find radius, so we need to find the square root of both sides. And if you find the square root of r square, that will give us r. If you find the square root of 441, that will give us 21 centimeters. So that make option A the right answer for question number 1. Question number 2 is from a mensuration of plane shape. Mensuration of plane shape. A square has a diagonal length of 10 centimeter. You have to find the perimeter of the square. So if I draw the square, assuming this is a square, so we are given the length of the diagonal, so I can draw a diagonal to the square, which is 10 centimeters we have been given. So we don't know the side of the square, so we have to find the perimeter of the square. We can only find the perimeter of the square when we know the side of the square. So if you say that the side is x, so of course we know that when it comes to square, all sides are equal. So if this is x, that means this side will also be x, this will be x, this will be x also. So with that, we can use, with what you're having now, you're having a right angle triangle in this square, because we know that each angle in a square is angle 90 degrees. So that means this is a right angle triangle, another right angle triangle. So they are both equal. So you can pick one of the right angle triangle and use Pythagoras theorem to find the value of x. So applying Pythagoras theorem, then you'll be having the hypotenuse square equals to the sum of the square of the remaining two sides. So that gives us 10 square equals to s square plus s square. That gives us 100 equals to s square plus s square will give us 2s squared. Then you can divide both sides by 2. That gives us the s square to be 50. Then you can find the square root of both sides to find the x. X will be equal to square root of 50, which if you simplify this, because this is solve 50, which can be simplified further by saying 25 times 2 will give us 50. And what is sort of 25? That gives us 5. So that means the square root of 50 is 5 so 2. Then that is the side of the square. So each side of the square is 5 so 2. And we have to find perimeter of a square. What is perimeter of a square? That should be addition of all the sides of that square. And that should be x plus x plus x plus z. That gives us 4x. So that means the perimeter of a square is 4x in this case. And our s is 5 so 2. So 4 will multiply 5 so 2. And that will give us a 20 so 2 centimeter. Which make option C the right answer for question number 2. Question number 3 is from statistics. It's from statistics, in this case variance of unknown group data. We are told that the height of 4 orange seedlings are 2 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 7 centimeter, and 10 centimeter. We have to calculate the variance. So we know that the variance of unknown group data, because it's unknown group data, the data is very small and it's unknown group, is calculated by using summation x minus s bar squared over n. So where x is the data given to us, s bar is called mean, and n is the number of data we have here. So definitely we need to find mean of this data, which is called s bar. So how do you find the mean? Mean is the summation of all the data divided by number of data there. So we have 4 data to be added divided by 4. So if you simplify that, will give us 24 over 4. That will give us 6 as the mean. So now that we have mean now, we can now compute x minus s bar. So let's do that on a tabular form. First of all, find list your x, which is the x you're having here, which is the data given to us. We have 2, 5, 7, 10. Then now that we have mean, we can compute x minus x bar. So that we are going to be removing our our mean, which is 6, from the from all these data which you are having here. So that will give us 2 minus 6 will give us minus 4. 5 minus 6 will give us minus 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. Then 6 minus 10 will give us 4. So that will give us the value of our x minus s bar. So we need to square the deviation, which is s minus s bar. We need to square it. So that whatever you're having here, you squared it. So you're having s minus s bar squared. So minus 16 square is 14. Minus 4 square is 16. Minus 1 square is 1. 1 square is still 1. 4 square is 16. Then we need to sum it together, summation of that. So that will give us 34. If you now return that into the formula, so we'll be having 34 over 4, which is our number of data there. So if you divide that, that will give us 8.5 for the variance, which is option C for question number 3. Question number 4 is from the coordinate geometry. From the coordinate geometry, we have to, the two towns x and y are located at point minus 2, comma minus 5, and 3, comma 7 respectively. You have to calculate the distance between the two towns. So you are finding the distance between town X and Y, given the coordinate of X and coordinate of Y. So what is the formula for finding distance between 2 points on the graph? That should be square root of the change in X squared plus change in Y squared. So the distance between X and Y will be square root of X minus S2 minus S1 squared plus Y2 minus Y1 squared. So from the coordinate given to us for each of the town, we can find our S2 and S1. So S2 is 3, S1 is minus 2, our Y2 is 7, our Y1 is minus 5. If you substitute that into this, you will be having this square root of open bracket 3 minus open bracket minus 2 close bracket close the main bracket squared plus open bracket 7 minus open bracket minus 5 close bracket then squared. So for deal with bracket minus here, minus is going to give us plus. So you'll be having 3 plus 2 squared here plus you're having minus here will give us plus. You'll be having 7 plus 5 squared. 3 plus 2 is 5, 7 plus 5 is 12. You're having 5 squared plus 12 squared. So 5 squared is 25, 12 squared is 144. You'll be having 25 plus 144. 25 plus 144 is 169. So square root of 169 will give us 13. So the distance between X and Y is 13 units, which is option C for question number 4. Question number 5 is from indices. Given that S raised to power minus n raised to power 4 is equal to 1 over S raised to power 6, you have to find the value of n. So you are given S raised to power minus n raised to power 4 equals to 1 over S raised to power 6. So what can we do? We know that this question is from indices. So of course, the first thing to do is that the power here minus n will multiply the 4 here, according to one of the law of indices, that the power can multiply each other. Then we can rewrite this one in an index form. So we'll be having s raised to power minus 4n equals to, we can rewrite this one in index form, which will be inverse of s raised to power 6. That will be s raised to power minus 6. So from there, the base will cancel out the base, which is x. Since they have the same base, you'll be having minus 4 equals to minus 6. Then you can divide both sides by minus 4. So n will be equals to 6 over 4. Because minus will take care of minus, so 2 can go in up and down. So that gives us a 3 over 2, which make option C the right answer for question number 5. Question number 6 is from inequalities. You have to solve 1 over 3 into k minus 4 minus 1 over 2 into k plus 1 less than 1 over 6. So this is from inequalities. So what do we do first? The first thing to do is to not to expand the bracket yet, but to clear the denominator, the fractions. So we can clear the fraction by finding the LCM of the denominators. Find the LCM of 3, 2, and 6, which should be 6. So we can now use that LCM to multiply through. So if I multiply this 1 over 3 by 6, that gives us a 2. If I multiply 1 over 2 by 6, that gives us a 3. If I multiply this one by 6, that gives us 1. So that means we'll be having 6 times 1 over 3 give us 2. So I'll be having 2 into bracket k minus 4. Then minus, if I multiply this one by 6, I'll be having 2 can go in 6, that gives us a 3. So you have k 3 into k plus 1 less than, if I multiply this one by 6, that gives us a 1. So like this time, it's very, very easy for us to open the bracket now. If you open the bracket, you have 2k minus 8. Then open the bracket here with minus 3. You have minus 3k, then minus 3 less than 1. Then from there, what can we do? We can collect like times. You'll be having 2k minus 3k. That will give us a minus k. Then minus 8 minus 3 will give us minus 11 less than 1. Collect like times. You'll be having minus k is less than. When minus 11 comes, it becomes plus 11. 1 plus 11 will give us 12. Then we can divide both sides by minus 1. And if you divide both sides by minus, the inequality will change. So that will give us a k will be greater than minus 12. Which make option D the right answer for question number 6. Question number 7 is from probability. It's from probability. In a class of 42 students, 21 offer history and 28 offer government. If each student offer at least one of the two subjects, find the probability that a student selected at random from the class offer government only. So we cannot do that unless we first of all know the number of students that offer government only. And if you remember, the question is related to set. although it's on probability, but it's related to set. So, and set related to Venn diagram in set now. Now we are having 42 students, and which is talking about the universal set, and 21 offer history, and history is a set, and 28 is a offer government. That means government is also a set. If each student offer at least one of the two students, that means no one is idle. Find the probability that a student selected at random from the class offer government only. So we cannot know number of students that offer government only unless we know the number of students that offer the two subjects. So that's why you can use the set notation to find this, or you can draw a Venn diagram to do this as well. Before we now know the number of students that offer government only, before you can now find the probability. Now I have here a number of students who offered number of students are the combination of what's it called, history and the government, which is the union of history and government, which is representing the universal set, because nobody is idle. So we have number of students that offer history plus number of students that offer government minus number of students that offer both. So that's what we need to find. We need to know the number of students that offer both, so that we can now know people students that offer only government. So that will give us a 42 equals to 21 plus 28 minus x, which x is representing number of students that offer both subjects. We can simplify further by adding this together. That gives us 42 equals to 49 minus x. You can collect later. So by making s subject the formula, you have x is equals to 49 minus 42, and that will give us s to be 7. So there are 7 students that offer both subjects. Then to now know students that offer only government, that means we need to remove 7 from the number of students that offer government. So that will give us okay, so interaction between history and government is 7. So to know number of students that offer government only, that will be number of students that offer government minus 7 that offer both subjects. So that will give us 21. So 21 students offer only government. Now that we know this number of students that offer government, you can now find the probability of students that offer only government. That will be favorable outcome, which is 21 over total outcome, which is 42. So probability of only government will be 21 over 42. And that will give us 21 can go in 42. That will give us a 1 over 2, which make option C the right answer for question number 7. Question number 8 is from the propositional logic. It's from propositional logic or statement. So consider the following statement. We have statement P, the weather is warm. Statement Q, the sun is shining. Which of the following correctly represents the statement the sun is shining if and only if the weather is warm? So we have the sun is shining, which is propositional Q, if and only if is a connective with a two-headed arrow. So it's either this or this. Okay, all of them rather have two-headed arrow. So Q, the sun is shining if and only if there's this two-headed arrow. The weather is warm, which is option P. So that means option D is the right answer for question number 8. Question number 9 is from bearing. Question number 9 is from bearing. The bearing of F from G is 64 degrees. What is the bearing of G from F? So the first thing to do is to first locate the cardinal point to represent point G. So if I draw a cardinal point, I will label it G. Then the bearing of F from this G is 64. So 064 is a 3-digit bearing. So that means it's going to fall at this point here. So I'll draw a straight line. Then that means from there to here is 64 degrees. Then at this point here, I will draw another cardinal point to represent my F. So that means this point is point F here. Then we are now looking for the bearing of G from F. That should be the angle from the north to the line that join them together. So the bearing of G from F is the angle from the north to this point here. Then how do we calculate the angle? We know that from the north here to the south here, the total angle here is 180 degrees. Then you can also, all we need to do is to find the angle that is here, which is equals to 64. The angle here and the angle here are alternate angle. So therefore, the bearing of G from F will be the 180 plus 64. So that will give us 244 degrees, which is option C for question number 9. And I want to advise you, if you don't know bearing as a topic, please, there's a video on my channel where I explain everything on bearing. We solve a lot of questions from the beginning to the end, and we solve a lot of examination questions on that topic. Please, you can refer to that video so as to understand bearing very well. Question number 10 is from word problem. Ajoke will be 31 years in S years time. If Ajoke is 6 years older than Chioma, find the expression for Chioma's present age. So Ajoke will be 31 years in her years time. So in her years time, Ajoke will be 31 years. So what will be Ajoke's present age? Because if you know Ajoke's present age, then we will know Chioma's present age. So she will be 31 in S years time. So that means presently her age will be S31 minus X. Excuse me. So Ajoke present age will be 31 minus X, in as much as she will be 31 in S years time. So that means her present age should be 31 minus X. So therefore, we cannot get Ajoke's age by removing, sorry, cannot get Chioma's age by removing 6 years from Ajoke, because Ajoke is 6 years older. So Chioma will be 31 minus X minus 6. So that will be the age of Chioma. So if we collect like time 31 minus 6, it will give us 25, then minus X. So that should be the age of Chioma presently. And that make option A the right answer for question number 10. Question number 11 is from SOD. You have to simplify SOD 200 minus SOD 72. So if you look at this also, you can see that SOD 200 has not yet been simplified to the simplest form. That is to say, we can simplify SOD 200 further by looking for two numbers you can multiply together to give us SOD 200, and one of them is a perfect square. So that should be 100 times 2. So also 72 also has not been simplified. You can simplify SOD 72 further. That will be SOD 36 times 2 as well. So that gives us SOD 200 times 100 times 2 minus SOD 36 times 2. So you can find the value of SOD 100, that will be 10, but you cannot find the SOD of 2. So it's going to give us a 10 SOD 2 minus SOD of 36 is 6. So you have 6 SOD 2 left. Then we can now subtract this. 10 SOD 2 minus 6 SOD 2 give us 4 SOD 2, which make option B the right answer for question number 11. And also, if you don't understand SOD, please check my channel. There's a video I make on SOD also, where I explain everything on SOD. And I know you will like that video. If you check the video, you will understand SOD very well from the beginning to the end. Question number 12 is from the simplification of a fraction. In this case, we are having 2 whole number over 2 whole number 1 over 3 plus 5 over 2 minus 1 over 12 minus 11 over 3 over 4. So the best thing to do is, first of all, change all those mixed number to improper fraction. So 2 times 3 will give us 6 plus 1, that will give us a 7 over 3 plus 5 over 2 minus 1 over, then we have 12 minus 4 times 11 will give us 44 plus 3, that gives us 47 over 4. Then from there, here we can find the LCM. The LCM of 3 and 2 is 6, so we can now bring this together. So we'll be having 6. Then we can have 3 in 6 will give us 2. 2 times 7 will give us 14 plus 2 in 6 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15 minus 1 in 6 is 6 times 1, that gives us 6 over. Here also we can find the LCM of 1 and 4, which is 4. 1 in 4 is 4 times 12, that gives us 48 minus 4 in 4 is 1 times 47, that gives us 47. Simplify further, 14 plus 15 will give us 29 minus 6, that gives us 23 over 6. Then this division sign can be written like a division like this. 48 minus 47 is 1 over 4. Then from there, we can change the division to times. That gives us 23 times 4 over 1. If you inverse this fraction, this one will change to times. Then from there, 2 can go in 4, 2 can go in 6. That will give us 2, then 3 here. Then 2 can now multiply 23. That will give us 46. So you have 46 over 3. So 3 can go in 46. That will give us 15 rather. Whole number 1 over 3, which make option B the right answer for question number 12. Question number 13 is from the simultaneous equation of linear equations. So we are given x plus 1, sorry, x plus y equals to 1, equation 1. We are given x plus 3y equals to 5, equation 2. So we have to solve this value of, find the value of x and y, so that we can now use that to find the value of x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared. Now we can eliminate, you can use elimination here or any method you want to use. Since x and s is equal to x here, you can easily eliminate that by subtracting. So you can remove equation 1 from equation 2. So you'll be having x minus that give us 0, 3y minus y give us 2y, 5 minus 1 give us 4, divide both sides by 2, y will be equal to 2. So you can now substitute that into equation 1 to find the value of x. So we have, from equation 1, we have x plus y equals to 1. If you put the value of y here, that means you have x plus 2 equals to 1. Collect like times s will be equal to 1 minus 2. S will be equal to minus 1. Now that we know the value of x and y, you can now find the value of this. So whatever you see x, you put minus 1. Whatever you see y, you put 2. If you do that, you'll be having this. Minus 1 square is 1. Then you're having 4 times minus 1 times 2. That gives us minus 8. Then 2 times 2 raised to the power 2 is 4 times 3. That gives us 12. So you're having 1 minus 8 plus 12. So if you simplify that, that will give us a 5, which make option B the right answer for question number 13. Question number 14 is from approximation and standard form. You have to write 0.0364891 in 3 significant figures and spread the answer in the standard form. So for approximate, before you change to standard form, to 3 significant figure, the first significant number here is 3, second is 6, third is 4. So if you take it to 3 significant figure, that means emphasis on 4. Then look at the number after 4, which is 8. You round it up, because it's more than 5, you round it up to 1 and add it to 4, that gives us 5. So that means this one will give us a 0.0365 in 3 significant figures. Then to now change this one to a standard form, we need to move the decimal point in between 3 and 6. So we are moving 1, 2. So that gives us 3.65 times 10 raised to the power minus 2, because we are moving it to this side. So that means the answer will be 3.65 times 10 raised to the power minus 2, which make option D the right answer for question number 14. Question number 15 is from mensuration of solid shapes. In this case, the radius and the height of a circular base cylinder are 8 cm and 14 cm respectively. You have to find the curved surface area of the cylinder. So to find the curved surface area of a cylinder, we have a 2 pi r h. So curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h. So we are given the radius and we are given the height of the cylinder, which if you substitute, because our pi is 20/7, if you substitute that, you'll be having 2 times 20/7 times 8 times 14. So what can we do? 7 can go in 14, that gives us 2. You'll be having 2 times 8 times 22 times 2, and that should give us 704 centimeters squared, which make option B the right answer for question number 15. Question number 16 is from the mensuration of, is from plane geometry, which is from polygon in this case. An interior angle of a regular polygon is 150 degrees. How many sides has the polygon? So like I told you, the question is from plane geometry, which is from a polygon. So we are given that an interior angle, that means each interior angle of a regular polygon is 150 degrees. So what's the formula for finding each interior angle of a regular polygon? So that should give us n minus 2 into bracket 180 divided by number of sides. So each interior angle of a regular polygon is gotten by this formula. And we have already been given the value of each interior angle of that polygon, which is 150 degrees. So you have 150 degrees equals to this. From there, we can cross multiply. N will multiply 150. You'll be having 150n equals to, if you expand the bracket here, you'll be having 180n minus 360. Can collect like times 180n minus 150n equals to 360 degrees. So 180n minus 150n will give us 30n equals to 360 divided by 30. N will be 12. So that means the polygon has 12 sides, which is option C for correct answer. Question number 17 is from quadratic equation. We have to solve the quadratic equation d square minus 4s d square minus 4d minus 996 equals to 0. So we have to solve this equation. The first thing to do is to multiply the coefficient of d square by minus 96. Coefficient of d square is 1. If you multiply minus 96, that gives us minus 96. You will now look for two factors of minus 96. That when you multiply together, it's going to give us minus 96. And when you add together, it's going to give us minus 4. And that should be minus 12 and plus 8. Minus 12 times 8 will give us minus 96. Minus 12 plus 8 will give us minus 4. So that minus 12 plus 8 will now replace this minus 4d here. So that will give us a d square minus 12d plus 8d minus 96 equal to 0. Then we can now factorize. D is common here. You have d into bracket d minus 12. Then 8 is common here. You have 8 into d minus 12 equals to 0. Don't forget that the two brackets are meant to be the same thing. So that you can now pick one and bring 8 and you bring d and plus 8 together. So that gives us d plus 8 into d minus 12 equals to 0. From there, each of them will be equal to 0. Then you can now collect like times that d will be equal to minus 8 or d is equal to 12, which make option C the right answer for question number 17. Question number 18 is from plane geometry. In this case, triangle. In this case, triangle, we are told that the interior angles of a triangle is in the ratio of 2 to 5 to 8. Find the difference between the smallest and the largest angles. So the question is related to angles in triangle, then ratio. They are being tested on ratio and the angles in a triangle. So before we do that, you need to know sum of angle in a triangle to be 180 degrees. Then from there, we can now find each of the angle in the triangle, since we know that 3 angles are meant to be in the triangle. So the smallest angle, we have the smallest ratio, and the largest angle, we have the largest ratio here also. So to find the smallest angle, that will be the ratio of the angle divided by sum of the ratio, which will be 2/15 times the angle they are sharing, which is 180. If you simplify that, that will give us 24 degrees. Then to get the largest angle also, we have the ratio divided by 15 times 180, and that will give us 96. So you have to find the difference between them. So you subtract 96 minus 24 will give us 72 degrees, which make option 18 option D the right answer for question number 18. Question number 19 is also from polygon. In the interior angles of an hexagon as 107, 2x, 150, 95, 2x minus 15, and 123. Find the value of x. So these are interior angles of a regular hexagon. So we have to find x. So if you sum these angles together, that will give us the sum of interior angle of a regular polygon. And what's the formula for finding sum of interior angle of a regular polygon? That will be n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. So that means we need to sum all these angles together. So sum of interior angles of regular polygon is equal to this. So we need to sum this angle together. That will be 107 plus 2x plus 150 plus 95 plus 2x minus 15 plus 123 equals to sum of the interior angle of regular polygon. In this case, our n, which is 6, because we are dealing with hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides. From there, if you collect like times, you have 107 plus 95 plus 150, then minus 15 plus 123. So that will give us a 460 if you do that. Then we have 2x plus 2, that will give us 4x equals to, if you simplify this, 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180 will give us 720. Collect like time, that will be 4x to be equal to 720 minus 46. 720 minus 160 rather. And that will give us 4x equals to 260 divided both sides by 4. S will be equal to 65 degrees, which make option B the right answer for question number 19. Question number 20 is from the mensuration of solid shapes. in this case a sphere, we are told that the ball bearing have volume of 1.6 meter cube and 5.4 centimeter cube. We have to find the ratio of their surface area. So ball bearing is like a sphere. So we are given the volume of two ball bearing to find the ratio of the surface area. So formula for finding the volume is 4/3 pi r cube, which is the volume of a sphere. So we are given the volume of the first sphere, which is 1.6, and we know that 4/3 pi, they are constant. So we can, because both of the two of them will have the same constant, which is 4/3 pi. So we can get rid of that. So we have 4.3 equals to r cube. So you can find our r from there. That will be cube root of both sides. So r will be equals to 1.6 raised to power 1/3. Of course, we know that raised to power 1/3 means cube root. We can call that one equation 1. Then also for the second one also, since the bearing, this bearing is bigger than this bearing, so that means you can use capital letter R to represent the radius of that one. So that means also equate that to this. So we have 4.5 equals to 4/3 pi is a constant that will go. So you have r cube. Also make r sort of formula here. You have r raised to power 4.5 raised to power 1/3, equation 2. Then we are talking about the ratio of the surface area. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. So this one represents the surface area of the smaller bearing, and this one is representing the surface area of the bigger bearing. So this is the ratio between them. So 4 pi is 4 pi is also a constant, so you can get rid of 4 pi. So you are having r square to r square here. We already know the value of our r here, small r and big R. We can substitute that into this. You'll be having 1.6 raised to power 1/3 raised to power 2. Then to 5.4 raised to power 1/3 raised to power then squared. Then according to the law of indices, power will multiply themselves. So you have 1.6 raised to power 1/2 raised to power 2/3 rather to 5.4 raised to power 2/3. Then from there we can write this as a fraction, because we know that ratio means fraction. So they'll be having 1.6 over 5.4. Since they have the same power, we can write it as raised to power 2/3 like this, if you understand the indices very well. So from there, we can divide 1.6 divided by 5.4. That gives us 8/27. Then from there, we can now find the power here is representing both of them is for 2/3 is for 8 and 27. So which simply means 8 raised to power 2/3 means cube root of 8 raised to cube root of 8 square. So what is cube root of 8? That will be 2. 2 square give us 4. Then also cube root of 27 is 3. 3 square will give us what? 9. So that will give us 4/9, which same thing as 4/9, which make option A the right answer for question number 20. Question number 21 is from the binary number base. It's from number base. You are given that 21 base 5 equals to 14 base x. You have to find the value of x. So the best thing to do is to change the both sides to base 10. And how do we change the number base to base 10 is by expansion. So we need to forward label the number here. 1 we carry 0 power of 0, 2 we carry power of 1. The same thing here, 4 carry power of 0, 1 carry power of 1. We now expand. So that gives us a 2 times 5 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 5 raised to power 0 equals to 1 times s raised to power 1 plus 4 times s raised to power 0. We can simplify further. 5 raised to power 1 is 5 times 2 give us 10. 5 raised to power 0 is 1 times 1 is give us 1 plus 1 equals to s plus s raised to power 0 is 1 times 4 give us 4. So that gives us 11 equals to s plus 4. Collect times s will be 11 minus 4. So s will be equals to 7, which make option D the right answer for question number 21. Question number 22 is from the word problem also. Two consecutive odd integers are such that the sum of the 5 times the smallest and the 3 times the biggest is 22. So it's 122. Find the value of the smallest integer. So we are having two consecutive odd integers now. Odd integer, that's where the key point is. Integers are positive they are positive or negative whole number. So the two consecutive now, So what are in odd numbers? We know that odd numbers are numbers that are not divisible by 2. So how do we get the first two consecutive odd numbers? So we know that between the first odd number and the second odd number, the difference between them should be 2. Example, the first odd number is 1, second one is 3. So what's the difference between 3 and 1? That is 2. Between 3 and 5, between 3 and the next one is 5. Between 3 and 5, what's the difference? That's 2 also. So if you say, since we don't know the odd number, we can say let the first odd number be x. So that means to get the next odd number, that means we need to add 2 to it. So let the odd number be x, then x plus 2. So those are the two odd numbers. Then from there, we can now go back to the sum of the first time, sum of the such that the sum of the 5 times the smallest. So the smallest is going to be x, so you multiply by 5, and the 3 times the biggest. So that means we need to multiply s plus 2 by 3, should be equal to 222. So that means we'll be having 3s plus 3 into s plus 2 should be equal to 222, which is what you're having here. So 5 times x, 5 times the smallest, which is 5s plus 3 times the bigger, which should be 3 into s plus 2 equals to 222. From there, you can expand the brackets here. That gives us 5s plus 3s plus c equals to 222. Pardon me for that. Collect light times 5s plus 3s will give us 8x, then plus 6. So when we have 8x plus 6 equals to 222, then from there, we can collect light times. So 6 will go here. You subtract that from 222, that gives us 216. We can now divide both sides by 8. S will be equal to 27, which make option C the right answer for question number 22. Question number 23 is also from a word problem. In this case, arithmetic of finance. In what problem is arithmetic of finance? Kwankwe, Sabina, and Owusu share an amount of $12,000. Kwankwe had 20% of the amount, and the remaining amount was shared between Sabina and Owusu in the ratio of 5 to 3 respectively. How much did Sabina receive? So the first thing to do is to forward get 20% of this amount so as to know what Kwankwe will get. Then you now subtract whatever Kwankwe got from $12,000. That will give us the balance, which will be shared by Sabina and Owusu. So what do? Kwankwe's share will be 20% times 12,000. So that should give us a 20 over 100 times 12,000. If you simplify that, that gives us a $2,400. So which is the Kwankwe share. And to know the balance or the remaining amount that it was shared by Sabina and Usu, that means to remove this from 12,000, and that gives us a $9,600, which should be shared by between the two that are left in this ratio 5 to 3. Then what do? Let's get Sabina's share. So that will be 5 divided by the sum of the ratio multiplied by the amount they are sharing. So that will be 5 over 8 times 9,600, and that should give us a $6,000 for the Sabina share. Then how do we get okay, that's what they asked us to find only. They only asked to find Sabina's share. That will be $66,000, which make option C the right answer for question number 23. Question number 24 is from sequence and series. In this case, is from arithmetic progression. We are told that the third and the ninth term of an AP are 9 and minus 27 respectively. We have to find the fifth term. So the question is, what is the third term of an AP? The third term of an AP is a plus 2d, and that will be equal to 9. And the ninth term of an AP will be a plus 8d, that should be equal to minus 27. From there, we can find the value of our first term and the common difference to be able to find our fifth term. How? We can solve this simultaneously by using elimination. You can subtract equation 1 from equation 2. So we'll be having a minus a will give us 0, 8d minus 2d will give us 6d, minus 27 minus 9 will give us minus 36. divide both sides by 6. The common difference, which is d, will be minus 6. We can now substitute this into equation 1 or equation 2 to find our a. So put that into equation 1. You'll be having a plus 2 into minus 6 multiple equals to 9. You have a plus minus 12 equals to 9. Collect like times, you'll be having 9 plus 12, that gives us 21 for the first term. Then you can now find the fifth term now. What is the fifth term of an AP? Fifth term of an AP is a plus 4d. So our a is 21 and our d is minus 6. If you substitute that, we having 21 plus 4 into minus 6. Simplify that, that gives us 21 minus 24, and that should give us a minus 3, which make option C the right answer for question number 24. Question number 25 is from logarithm. Question number 25 is from logarithm. You are told that if 2 log 1 minus sod x over sod x base x is equal to 0, you have to find the value of x. So what can we do? The first thing to do is that we apply the law of logarithm here. 2 will go to the power of this number according to the law of logarithm. So that will give us a log open bracket 1 minus sod x over sod x raised to power 2 base x equals to, we can change this 0 to a logarithm of base x of a number. That will be give us a log s raised to power 0 base x. Log s raised to power 0 base f give us 0. How? If you understand law of logarithm, this 0 go to the power of this, the back here, that give us 0 log s base x. So log s base s will give us 1. So 1 times 0 will give us 0 back. So we are safe to write this 0 like this. And the reason being that we want to clear the logarithm. So log will take care of the log. So you'll be having 1 minus sod s over sod s raised to power 2 equals to s raised over 0. Then from there, this will be equals to 1. Or we can take, okay, that will be s raised over 0 is 1. Then from there, what can we do? You can say that we can take the square root of both sides. So if you take the square root of both sides, you'll be having 1 minus sod x over sod x. Because square root will take care of the square here, and square root of 1 is the same as 1. From there, we can cross multiply. So sod x will multiply 1 here, you have 1 minus sod x equals to sod x. Then from there, what can we do? You can collect like times. You'll be having 1 equals to sod x plus sod x. So that gives us 1 plus 2, 1 equals to 2 sod x. Then from there, you can now take the square of both sides. You can square both sides to be able to remove square root. So if I square 1, that gives us 1. If I square this, I will have this. So 1 square is 1. Then square of the 2 sod x will give us a 4x. Because 2 square is 4. Sod x square will give us x. So that gives us 1 equals to 4x. Divide both sides by 4. X will be equals to 1 over 4. Which make options B the right answer for question number 25. Question number 26 is from mensuration of solid shape. A cylinder and a cone have the same volume. If the height of the cone is 24 centimeters, find the height of the cylinder. So the volume of a cylinder is a pi square h, and the volume of a cone is 1/3 of the volume of a cylinder. So from there, we are given the volume of we are given the height of the cone. So to find the volume of to find the height of the cylinder. So and we are told that their volume are equal. So that means we are having pi r square h equals to 1 over 3 pi r square h. So pi r square will take care of pi r square. So you'll be having h equals to 1 over 3 times h. And you are given the height of the cone, which is 24. You'll be having 1/3 of 24. And that should give us 8 to be height of the cylinder, which is option B for question number 26. Question number 27 is from the variation. We are told that a variable p varies inversely as the square of q. If p is equal to 5 and when q is equal to 6, find the q when p is equal to 1.8. So if you write that mathematically, you'll be having p varies inversely as q squared. So we need to introduce constants of variation so as to eliminate the variation sign and make it an equation. So that means we're having P is equals to K over Q square. So we need to know the value of our K, and that's why you need to input the values of P and Q here. P is 5, Q is 6. So we're having 5 equals to K over C square. So that gives us 5 equals to K over 36. You can cross multiply to get, so that will give us a K equals 5 times 36, which is 180. So the value of K is 180. Then we can now find the value of Q when P is 1.8. So if you go back to this equation, we are looking for Q. Our P is 1.8, and we know the value of our constant, which is 180. So if you substitute that into this equation, you'll be having 1.8 equals to 180 divided by Q squared. We can cross multiply. That gives us 1.8 Q squared equals 180 divided both sides by 1.8. So you'll be having 180 divided by 1.8, and that should give us Q squared to be equal to 100. So take the square root of both sides. Q will be equal to 10, which make option B the right answer for question number 27. Question number 28 is from quadratic. In this case, you have to factorize this quadratic expression, 3 minus 2s minus s squared. So the first thing to do is to use the coefficient of s squared here to multiply 3, which is the constant. So the coefficient of s squared is minus 1. So minus 1 times 3 give us minus 3. Then what do? We now look for factors of minus 3. Two factors of minus 3 that when you multiply together give us minus 3. And when you add them together give us minus 2. And that should be minus 3 plus 1. So minus 3 plus 1 will now replace minus 2s here. So that will give that this expression becomes 3 minus 3s plus x minus s squared. So we have 3 minus 3s plus s minus s squared. From where you can now factorize. 3 is common. We have 3 into 3 in 3 is 1. Minus 3 in 3s will give us x. And here s is common. If you have plus x into s, 1 minus x. Don't forget that the two brackets are meant to be the same thing. So that gives us 3 plus x into 1 minus x, which according to this now, 3 s come before 3, so you can rearrange this bracket. You have s plus 3 into 1 minus x, which make option D the right answer for question number 28. Question number 29 is from the subject formula. We have to make R solve the formula. We have to make R the solve of the relation 1 over P equals to B over T plus C over R. So we are having this equation to make R solve of the formula. So the best thing to do is to clear the denominators from these fractions by multiplying through by the LCM of P, T, and R. So what is the LCM of P, T, and R? The LCM is still PTR. So multiply each of these terms by PTR. So we'll be having PTR times 1 over P equals to PTR times B over T plus PTR times C over R, so that it can help us clear the denominators. So P can go in P, that gives us TR times 1, so that gives us a TR equals to T can go in T, that gives us a PR times B, that gives us a PRB plus R can go in R, if you're having PT times C, that gives us a PTC. So our aim is to make R subject of the formula, so we can collect like times so that those ones that have R can be together. So this can come here, so we'll be having TR minus PRB equals to PTC. So R is common here. You can now factorize R from here. If you factorize R, you'll be having R into bracket T minus PB equals to PTC. So our aim is to make R solve of the formula, then divide both sides by the bracket. So you'll be having R to be equals to PTC over T minus PB. So R will be equals to PTC over T minus PB, which make option A the right answer for question number 29. Question number 30 is from the trigonometric ratio. In this case, the diagram is given, and we are told that in the triangle PQR, side PR is 2 centimeters, angle PRQ is 60 degrees, and angle PQR is 90 degrees. That makes it a right angle triangle. We have to find side PR, which is this side here. So, and the only thing we can use here, since Pythagoras theorem will not work because we have only one side given, that means trigonometric ratio will work. So that would be angle given to us here, which is 60. This side is adjacent, and we are looking for hypotenuse. So that would be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is cosine. So we'll be having cos 60 equals to 2 over PR. Then from there, since we want the options are given in short form, so that means they will expect you to use trigonometric ratio of angle 60 degrees. So what is cos 60? Cos 60 is 1 over 2. Recall that cos 60 is 1 over 2, which is half. So then I can replace this one with 1 over 2. You'll be having 1 over 2 equals to 2 over PR. You can cross multiply here. You have PR times 1, that gives us PR. 2 times 2 gives us 4. So that means PR will be 4 centimeters, which is option B for question number 30. Question number 31 is from the sector of a circle, which is also solution of plane shape. A sector of a circle has a radius of 21 centimeters. Subtend an angle of 120 degrees at the center. Find the length of the arc of the sector. Take pi to 20 over 7. So invariably we are working on the length of an arc of a sector. So I want to measure the length of an arc that sector has. So what formula of finding length of an arc? Because if you remember, if you draw a sector is made up of 2 radii and an arc. So a sector is made up of radii and arc. So we want to measure the arc, which is calculated by theta over 3 times 2 pi r. So theta is the angle subtended by the arc at the center, which is 120 degrees. So that 120 over 360 equals to 2 times 22 over 7 times radius is 21. 7 can go in 21, that gives us 3. Then 120 can go in 360, that gives us 1 over 3. So 3 can go in, okay, 3 times 7 will give us 21. So 3 times 7 will go in 21 here, so we are left with 44. So that means the answer is 44 centimeters to be the length of the arc, which is option C for question number 31. Question number 32 is from the word problem also. The population of a town increases by 2% each year. After 2 years, the population is 83,232. Calculate correct to the nearest thousand the original population. So the population of a town increases by 2% every year. So after 2 years, the population is now this. You want to know correct the original population. So since we don't know the original population, we can call it a variable. So we can say let x be the original population. So the first year it increased by 2%. So we need to find the 2% of x and add it to x. That will now give us the population for the first year. So that means after first year, the population will be x plus 2% of x. So if you simplify that further, that will give us x plus 2% means 2 over 100 times x. So that will give us 2x over 100. 2 can go in 100, that will give us s over 50. So we'll be having s plus s over 50. If you find the LCM, that will give us 50, which will be LCM, and that will give us 50s plus x, that will give us 51x over 50. So that is the population for the first year. Then this population after the first year also increased by 2%. We need to increase it after the second year by 2%. So then we need to find the 2% of 51x over 50. Then whatever we now get, we now add it to 51x over 50 to give us the population for the second year. So after the second year, we need to the population will now become the population year plus the 2% of that population. So 2% of this population is 2% times this population. So if you simplify that further, that will give us 51s over 50 plus 2% means 2 over 100. Then 2 over 100, 2 can go in 100, that will give us 1 over 50. Then 50 times 50 will give us the 2,500. Then you have 51 over x there. So I want to believe you understand how I got 51s over 2,500, because 2% means 2 over 100. So 2 over 100 will multiply 2 over 100 will multiply 51x over 50. So before you multiply, you can reduce the fraction. 2 can go in 100. That will give us 1 over 50. So if you now multiply out, that will give us 51x over 2500. From here, you can find the LCM, which is 2500. So that will give us 50 in 2500. That will give us 50 times 51x. That will give us 2550x plus this in this will give us 1 times 51x. That will give us 51x. So we can add this together. That will give us 2601x over 2500. So this is the population after the second year, which should be equals to 83,232. So that means you'll be having this equals to 83,232. You can cross multiply from there. You'll be having 2601 x equals to 2500 multiplied by this will give us 208,080,000, which you can now divide both sides by 2601, and that will give us s to be equals to 80,000 to the nearest thousand, and which make option A the right answer for question number 32. Question number 33 is from the percentage profit, which is a profit and loss. Profit and loss still on arithmetic of finance. So profit and loss is the question from a profit of 8% was made when an article was sold for $500. At what price should it be sold to make a profit of 16%? Now, the first thing to do is to get the cost price of this article, since we are given the selling price to make this profit. So you can get the cost price of the article, so that you can now use it to find the profit, to get the price, selling price, when we know the profit of 16%. So we know that if the profit was made of 8%, to get profit is selling price minus cost price. Then percentage profit will now be profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100. Although we are already given the percentage profit to be 8%, so we'll be having 8% equals to selling price minus cost price. Although we know this the selling price will be 500, we'll be having 500 minus cost price over cost price. So we have 8% equals to 500 minus cost price over cost price. So from there, because we already put this one in percentage, so you don't need to multiply it by 100 here again. So that will give us 8 over 100 equals to 500 minus cost price over cost price. You can reduce 8 over 100, that will give us 2 over 25. Then from there you can cross multiply. If you cross multiply, 2 multiply cost price, that will give us 2 cost price equals to 25 will multiply 500 to also multiply minus cost price. That will give us 12,500 minus 25 cost price. Collect light time, so that's you have cost price here, you also have cost price, collect light time, so that will give us 2 cost price plus 25 cost price. That will give us 27 cost price equals to 12,500. Divide both sides by 27, so the cost price will be $463 for the cost price. So the cost price will be 463. So that's the cost price of the article when it was sold for 500 to make a profit of 80% profit. Sorry, 8% profit. Now that we know the cost price, we can now find the selling price when this profit was made also. So also, what do? We go back to this point here. The profit is 16%. Now we are looking for the selling price, and we know the cost price to be 463. So if you put that into this formula, you have 16% equals to selling price, which is what we are looking for, minus the cost price, which is 463, divided by the cost price, which is 463. So this will be 16 over 100 equals to this. We can reduce this also, because 4 can go here, 4 can go here. That will be 4 over 25. You can cross multiply from there. 4 will multiply this, then 25 will multiply this here. You'll be having 25 selling price multiplied by 25 times selling price give us 25 selling price minus 25 times 463 give us 11,574 equals to 4 times this will give us 1,852. If you collect light times, you'll be having this plus this, which will give us 13,426. Divide both sides by 25, you'll be having $537.04, which make option A the right answer for question number 33. Question number 34 is from set. We are given that the set M is given that is given such that which has set M has X elements such that S is between 2 and 6, and N set N having X elements such that the elements of S is between 4 and 8 are subset of the universal set which has elements of S such that S is between 1 and 10, where S are integers. So we have to find the M complement and N complement. So the first thing to know is to know the elements in set M. So okay, the first thing we do, okay, the element in the universal set will be 1 to 10, which is 1 to 10. Then the element in set M will be 2 to 6, and the element in the set N is from 4 to 8. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So before we do this, we need to first of all find N complement and N complement. So M complement is the element in the universal set that is not in set M. The element in the universal set that is not in set M, that is M complement, and that should be 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we need to find N complement also. N complement is the element in the universal set that is not in set N also, and that should be 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10. Then we now find intersection between this and this. So that would be 1 and 9 and 10, which is this, which makes option C the right answer for question number 34. Question number 35 is from the trigonometric ratio, in this case, complementary angle in trigonometric ratio. We are given that sine x minus 46 degrees equals to cos 62. We have to find the value of x, that is which angle will make this angle in the bracket here and 62 to be complementary. And we know that two angles are complementary when they add up to 90 degrees. So the question is from complementary angle in trigonometric ratio. So we are given that sine x minus 46 is equal to cos 62. We can name that equation 1. And what do? We need to recall one of the complementary angle in trigonometric ratio that is applicable to the question given to us. So we need to know that sine x should be equal to cos 90 minus x. So we recall that sine s is equals to cos 90 minus x, where x is the angle. So this looks like the question given to us, so that's why we are recalling this. So sine s is equals to cos 90 minus x. So what can we do here? We need to simplify this angle here to look like this. That is to say, we need to remove 46 from this angle. So whatever we do to this, we need to do it to this angle as well, because we're having x here, we're having x here. So if I subtract 46 from this to look like this, so that means I'll be having sine x minus 46 equals to cos 90 minus open bracket x minus 46 also. So whatever you do to this, you need to apply to this as well. So that means I'll be having sine x minus 46. I subtracted minus 46 from this, so I need to do that here also. So that means I'll be having cos 90 minus this minus into bracket x minus 46. So I can simplify this very further by opening the bracket here with this minus. So we will be having sine x minus 46 equals to cos 90 minus x plus 46, because this minus will affect this x, also will affect minus 46. So if you simplify this further, we'll be having cos 90 plus 46 is 136 minus x, which you can call equation 2. So we cannot compare this equation and equation 1, and cannot compare them. That is to say, this will cancel out this, so we'll be having cos 62 to be equal to this as well. So that means we'll be having cos 62 equals to cos 136 minus x. Cos we take care of cos, we'll be having 62 equals to 136 minus x. Our aim is to find s. You need to make s solve the formula. That will be s equals to 136 minus 62. So s will be equal to 74, which make option C the right answer for question number 35. Question number 36 is from logarithm. Given that log 16 base 4 is equal to log 36 base y, you have to find the value of y. So also, if you want to understand very well the logarithm, please, there's a video I made on logarithm in my channel that could help us understand logarithm very well, especially how to use laws of logarithm to solve logarithm. So there I explain a lot extensively on logarithm, and that will help you to understand logarithm very well. Now log 16 base 4 means that we can, how many times can we raise 4 to get 16? That's the meaning of logarithm. Number of times you can raise the base to get the number. So log 16 base 4 means that will give us what? 2. So log 16 base 4 is what? 2. So that means this equation will become 2 is equals to log 36 base y. So which simply means that 2 is equal to log 36 base y. That means I can raise y 2 times to get 36. I can raise y 2 times to get what? 36. That's what it means. So I will be having y square equals to 36. I can change this one to index form. I can take the square root of both sides. So if I change this one to an index form, that will give us 6 squared. So that will give us you can cancel out the power. So y will be equal to 6, which make option C the right answer for question number 36. Question number 37 and 38 is from the circle geometry. It's from circle geometry. We are given this diagram. In the diagram, angle PMQ, angle PMQ, the angle is 34, and angle NQM, angle NQM is 20 here, which is this angle here. We have to use the information to answer question number 37 and 38. Question number 37 says we should find angle QTN. Angle QTN, that is the angle here inside the triangle. So angle QTN is the angle here. So we have to find angle QTN. How do we find that? It's simple as how is also. So of course this is triangle QNT. Triangle QNT. So the angle we are looking for is inside the triangle QNT. So angle TNP, which is the angle here, is 34 degrees, which is angle in the same segment, because this angle here and the angle here are in the same segment. So that means from triangle QNT, we already have two angles. We have this angle 28 and we also have this angle. So the angle they also find will be the third angle. Is the third angle inside that triangle. So angle QTN you have to find is the third angle inside this triangle QNT. Since this is 28 and the angle just found here is 34, that's the second angle. This one is the third one. We can now use sum of angle in a triangle to find QTN. So therefore, from triangle QNT, angle QTN we are looking for is 180 minus 28 minus 34. Reason sum of angle in a triangle. So that will give us 118 degrees, which make option D the right answer for question number 37. Then we are also to find angle MPN. MPN. We have to find the angle that is here. We have to find the angle MPN, which is the angle here. So that is also simple. How? The angle MPN we are looking for, the angle here is in the same segment with angle NTM, which is the angle here. So if you can find the angle here, then we will know the angle here. Then how do we find the one here? We already know our angle QTN, which is the angle here. Angle QTN and angle NTM, which is the angle here, they are on the same straight line. So you can use angle on the straight line to find the angle here, since you already know the one that is here. So if you now get this one, you can now know this one because they are in the same segment. So like I said here, angle QTM, sorry, angle NTM rather, angle NTM, the one here is 180 minus 118, which is the angle here. And that goes 62. The reason being that angle on the straight line. Then angle MPN we are looking for, which is the angle here, is equal to 62 degrees as well. The reason being that they are angle in the same segments, which make option A the right answer for question number 38. Now question number 39 is from the undefined fraction. So we are to find the value of s for that will make this if 3s plus 2 over 2s plus 1 undefined. And we know that a fraction is undefined when the denominator is equal to 0. So when the denominator is equal to 0, then the fraction will be undefined. So that means 2s plus 1 must be equal to 0. From there, you can collect like times 2s equals to minus 1, divide both sides by 2, s will be equal to minus half, which make option B the right answer for question number 39. Question number 40 is from circle geometry as well. It's from circle geometry. In the diagram, PQR and S are points on the circle with center O. Angle QRS, the angle here is 5x, and the angle QOS, the angle at the center here is 6s plus 24. We have to find angle QPS, which is the angle at the circumference here. So what do we do? Of course, it's very simple. Also, if you can see it, if not, I will explain. Now, the angle at the center here has relationship with the angle we are looking for, because angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So that means this angle here will be half of this angle. So that means angle QPS. Angle QPS will be half of angle QOS. The reason being that angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. So that means QPS will be 1 over 2 into brackets. Angle QOS is 6x plus 12. So plus 24 rather. So that means we need to find half of 6, that will be 3s. Half of 12 is 24 is 12. So that means angle QPS will be 3s plus 12. Good. Then this diagram also is a cyclic quadrilateral. It's a cyclic quadrilateral because we are having a quadrilateral inside the circle. So we are having this quadrilateral inside this circle that form a cyclic quadrilateral. And we know that the opposite interior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So that means this angle here and the angle 5x here, they are supplementary angle. That means they are meant to add up to 180 degrees. So that means 3x plus 12, which is this angle, plus 5x should be equal to 180 degrees. So that's what I have, the angle QRS, which is the angle here, and angle QPS, which is the one that we just found, should be equal to 180 degrees. Opposite interior angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So then QRS is 5x plus QPS is 3x plus 12 equals to 180. Collect like times 5x plus 3 will give us 8x. Then if you collect like time, you have 180 minus 12, that gives us 168. Divide both sides by 8. S will be equal to 21. So now that we know that our S is 21, you can now go back and find our angle QPS. Angle QPS is 3s plus 12. All we need to do is to substitute the value of our x there. We'll be having 3 times 21 plus 12. So 3 times 21 plus 12, that gives us 75 degrees, which make option A the right answer for question number 1. Question number 40 rather. Sorry for that. Question number 40. Question number 41 also is from the circle geometry. So like I didn't say it before, let me say it now. If you also want to know circle geometry very well, there's a video I made on my channel on circle geometry, which can enlighten you more on circle geometry. I explain extensively on circle geometry in that video. Check the video and you see the circle geometry there. Now in the diagram, QRST are points on the circle with center O. Angle TSR is 37, which is this angle here. Angle QRT is 59, which is the angle here. We have to find angle SPR. Angle SPR, which is the angle here. Angle here. Angle SPR, which is the angle here. So that is also a little bit simple. Now how? The angle 59 here and this angle here, they are in the same segment. That should give us, that means this angle here is 59. Or I can say that this angle here is 37. The angle here and this angle here are 37. So anyone I want to do, I will still be on the same page. So if this angle is 59, so that this triangle T, this is a triangle TSP. So we already have 2 angles in that triangle. That means this angle SPR we are looking for is an exterior angle to this triangle. And we know that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. So that means the angle you are looking for is will be 37 plus 59. So that will give us the value of angle you are looking for, which is 84. Even if I want to do this one as well, this angle is 37. So also this angle here also is an exterior angle to this angle. It's an exterior angle to this triangle RQP. So that means this angle here will be 59 plus 37 also. Anyone you want to do, you get the same answer. So like I said, angle TSQ, which is this angle here, is 59. Angle in the same segment. Then from triangle TSP, which is this triangle, angle SPR we are looking for is equals to 37 plus angle TSQ, which is this angle here. The reason being that exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. So that'll give us SPR to be 37 plus 59, and that'll give us 96, which make option B the right answer for question number 41. Question number 42 is from the percentage loss, which is still arithmetic of finance. John sold an article for 105,000 naira at a loss of 5%, 4%. Find the cost price of the article. So we know that loss is a cost price minus selling price. So loss is cost price minus selling price. Then the percentage loss will now be loss divided by cost price multiplied by 100. So that will be percentage loss. You already been given the percentage loss to be 4%. So we are having 4% equals to the cost price minus the selling price, which is the 105,000. So we are having the 4% equals to cost price minus 105,000 over cost price. So 4% is 4 over 100. That should be 1 over 100, because you can reduce that. Sorry, 1 over 25 rather. So, or you can cross multiply by 100. So if I cross multiply 4 multiply cost price, that gives us 4 cost price equals to 100 multiply this, that gives us 100 cost price. The 100 multiply this, that gives us minus 10,500,000. Can collect like times from there. We'll be having 100 CP minus 4 CP, that gives us 96. Okay, because collect like times 100 CP minus 4 CP gives us this. So that gives us 96 equals 96 CP equals to 10,500,000 divided both sides by 96. The cost price will be 109,375. So that should be the cost price, and it was sold for this amount. That means there will be loss also. So that makes option D the right answer for question number 42. Question number 43 and 44 are to be solved using this diagram, and this is the question from the plane geometry, in this case parallel line and triangle. So in the diagram, side SR is parallel to side U, line SR is parallel to line UW. So this side is parallel to this side, as you can see arrows on them. Then angle VUT, WVT is X, the angle is X, angle VUT is Y, that means the angle here is Y. Angle RST is 45, which is this angle here. You have to use the info. Okay, angle VTU is 20 degrees, which is this angle here. We have to use the information to answer the question 43 and 44. Question number 43 said we should find the angle marked X. So we are looking for this angle here. So this is a parallel line, another parallel line. That means this line here is a line of transversal between the two parallel lines. So that means this angle and this angle X you are looking for has a relationship. If you remember, so the relationship is that the angle S is equal to 45 degrees. They are corresponding angles. So if you want to know very well on a plane geometry, also check my video. You will see a video made on plane geometry where I address all this kind of a thing. You will understand plane geometry also very well. So that means angle S here is 45 degrees. They are corresponding angles. Then question number 44, you have to find the angle mark Y. So you are looking for this angle. So you can see that this is triangle VUT. that's a triangle there. And in that triangle, we have this angle. We are looking for this angle y. You have this angle 20 degrees, and we already have this angle x. So there's a relation between this angle x, angle y, and angle 20 degrees. So I just said that before in under the circle geometry. Angle x, which is an exterior angle to this triangle, equals to sum of the two opposite interior angles. Or if you don't want to do that, you can find this angle inside the triangle. Since you know this angle to be 45 using angle on a straight line, then you can now use sum of angle in the triangle to find the y. So that will waste our time because this is an algebraic question. You need to be fast with it. So that means angle s will be y plus 20. So s will be equal to y plus 20. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. So that means you'll be having 45 equals to y plus 20. Collect light time, y will be 45 minus 20. Y will be 25 in that case, which is option B for question number 44. Question number 45 is from the coordinate geometry. In this case, you have to find gradients from this linear equation of two variables. So we are given 7x minus 5y plus 3 equals to 0. So the first thing to do is to make y subject of the formula. Then the coefficient of s will now be the gradient. So we need to make y subject of the formula. So first of all, make 5y subject of the formula first. So we'll be having 5y equals to 7s plus 3. That is to say take minus 5y to this side, you'll be having 5y equals to 7s plus 3. Then you now divide both sides by 5. You'll be having y to be equals to 7s plus 3 over 5. You can split this into two fractions. So that will give us a y is equal to 7s over 5 plus 3 over 5. So that means the coefficient of x here, which is 7 over 5, is the gradient. So that means the gradient, which is m, is 7 over 5, which make option A the right answer for question number 45. Question number 46 is from the Venn diagram. It's from Venn diagram. We are told that the Venn diagram illustrates the information above about the sets. Set P said pharmacist, set C smart people, and set F my friends. Which of the following is a valid conclusion from the diagram? So P is representing pharmacists, C is representing smart people. So pharmacists are inside smart people. So that means you can say that the pharmacists are smart people. So, and we are having this my friend, to intercept, to be having interaction between the pharmacists and the smart people. So what can we say? We want figure 1, all pharmacists are my friend. We want figure B, some of my friends are smart. C, all smart people are my friend. Then none of my friends are smart. Think option A the right answer. All pharmacists are my friend. So all pharmacists are my friend, because if I'm a pharmacy, that means I'm smart. So between smart and the pharmacy, there are the friends. So option A is the right answer for question number 46. Question number 47 and 48 is from statistics. In this case, you have to use this information on the table here. Show the ages of students in a class. Use the information to answer question number 47 and 48. 47 says we should find correct to the nearest whole number, the average of the student. So average means mean. You have to find the mean of the student. So the mean age of the student, you have to find the mean age, which is also called average. So how do you find the mean of a group data? So mean of a group data is summation fs over summation f. But if you don't want to tabulate it, you can just find summation of, you can find fx, that is your f will multiply your x multiply your f here. So you now sum them together, you divide it by total number of the student there, which is the frequency. So I don't think I tabulated it, I just did it straight. So average will be 13 times 3 plus 14 times 14 plus 15 times 13 plus 16 times 8 plus 17 times 3 divided by the summation of the number of students, or summation of frequency, which is what you're having here. And if you expand, if you multiply out, you'll be having 39 plus 196 plus 195 plus 128 plus 51 over some days you have 41. And if you sum the numerator also, we have a 609 divided by 41, and that should give us 14.85. You have to take it to the nearest whole number, that should give us 15 to the nearest whole number, which make option C the right answer for question number 47. Question number 48 says that we have to find the mean age, sorry, the median age rather, median. So we need to first get the location of the median, since this is a group data. So to get the location of, to know the location of the median in a group data, we use n plus 1 over 2. So use n plus 1 over 2 to locate the median position. And our n is the sum of the frequency here. That will be 41 plus 41 for capital letter N, then plus 1 over 2. That will give us 42 over 2, and that should give us 21 position. So the median is in the 24th position. So what do you do? Go to your frequency and start adding it together to wherever 21st will fall. So 3 plus 14 is 17. 17 plus 13 is 30. So that means 21 position will fall at this point here. So that means 1 of 15 is our median. Since 15 appear 13 times, so 1 of the 15 there will give us the median. So that means the median is going to be 15, which make option B the right answer for question number 48. Question number 49 is from the angle of elevation and depression. There's also videos I made on angle of elevation and depression also in my channel. It's a wonderful video that will help you understand angle of elevation and depression from beginning to the end. We solve a lot of past questions from that in that video. Please reference the video also if you want to know angle of elevation and depression very well. Let's see what this question says. The angle of elevation of the top P of a ladder PQ from its base Q 12 meters away from the wall is 36 degrees. Correct? Find correct to the nearest meters the length of the ladder. So that means there is a wall involved and there's a ladder that's leaning against the wall. So the top of the ladder is P and the base of the ladder is Q. So there's an angle of elevation from the bottom of the ladder, from the base of the ladder, which is Q, to the top P. So that means there will be P here and there's Q on the ground. So the angle of elevation, that means somebody is observing the top from the ground. So that means there will be initial sight of the observers to the new site looking up. Then that means the angle of elevation is formed here, which is called 36 degrees. And we are told that the distance from the Q to the base of the ladder is 12 meters. So we have to look for the length of the ladder, which is PQ. So we can use a trigonometric ratio here. Of course, the wall will be perpendicular to the ground. So to form a right angle triangle, we can now use the trigonometric ratio to find the hypotenuse side, which is the length of the ladder. And how do we do that? That should be adjacent over hypotenuse, which is cosine. So cosine, which is find correct to the nearest the length of the ladder. There's an error here. This is not the length of the ladder. This is the length of the height of the wall. So there's an error here. So you're supposed to use adjacent over hypotenuse, which is cosine, not tan. So please correct that. I don't know, that's an oversight from my hand. So you'll be having cos 36 equals to adjacent over hypotenuse will be 12 over x. So you cross multiply from there, you'll be having x times cos 36 equals to 12. Then you now divide both sides by cos 36. You'll be having s to be equals to 12 divided by cos 36. So give me 1 minute, let me point out the answer for you using my calculator here. So let me quickly tell you the answer for mine. Let me multiply that out. Please, 1 minute, please. We are having 12 divided by cos 36, so that I can tell you the answer from the option. Don't know why we managed to make an error there. Of course, thank God that we're able to find it out right as we are saying it. So you're having 12 divided by cos 36. So that should give us 14.8. Which we are to take to the nearest whole number, that will give us 15 meters. So the right answer is 15 meters, not 9 meters like I said here. So the answer is 15 meters. So please do the correction so that you will know the right answer. The last question there is question 50, which is from probability. A pair of die is thrown once. Find probability of obtaining an odd number or a prime number. So this is a question on the probability, which is called a mutual, which is two events that are mutually inclusive. Two events that are mutually inclusive is what you are having here. So we are having a die. So the sample space for a die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have probability of obtaining an odd number. Odd number here is 1, 3, and 5. And also prime number, that is 2, 3, and 5. So between the two events, there's a connection, there's intersection between the two events, which is 5. 5 is both odd number and prime number. So how do we now find the probability of obtaining odd number or a prime number? So that will be probability of odd number or probability of prime number, which is the union between them, equals to probability of odd number plus probability of prime number minus probability of intersection between odd and prime number, since it is mutually inclusive. Now from there, what can we do? We'll be having this, which is probability of a odd number and or probability of prime number to be equal to probability of odd. How many are favorable there? Odd, that will be 1, 3, and 5. So that is 3 out of 6. Then probability of prime also, that will be 1, 2, 3. Also, that will be 3 over 6 as well. Minus probability of intersection between them, that should be 1 out of 6. So you'll be having 3 over 6 plus 3 over 6 minus, sorry, did I say 1? 2 over 6. We are talking about probability of intersection between them. So let's go back again. The odd number, that is 1, 3, and 5. Prime number 2, 3, and 5. Sorry, it is intersection between them is 2, not 1. It's not one element that is common to them. 5 is common and 3 is also common. So 3 and 5 are both even, are both all prime and odd. So 3 is odd, prime is also odd. So that makes this one to be 2 out of 6 to be probability of odd intersection prime number. So that will be 2 over 6, which I believe you understand how we got that. So that's an oversight. I was thinking it's only 5 that is common to them. It is both 3 and 5, not 5 only. So 3 is odd, 3 is prime, 5 is odd, 5 is prime. If you simplify this further by finding the LCM, that will give us a 4 over 6, and that should give us a 2 over 3 if you reduce that to the simplest form, which make option C the right answer for question number 50. So that is the solution to the Wassce 2025 General Mathematics Objective question. We have been able to solve all the 50 questions together, one after the other, and where there is error, we have been able to correct it due to an oversight or typographical error when we're typing. So, and I want to believe you have learned one or two things from this video, and I want to believe you enjoyed the video from the beginning to the end. But before we go, if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please click the subscribe button on the channel right now, so that you will help us grow this channel. And please, we are begging you, for God's sake, that you share this video. Please don't keep it to yourself alone. There are a lot of students in different parts of this country who need these resource materials to help them prepare for any examination, and they don't even know about this channel. You are the one that could help us share this video on the platform that you belong to, whether social media platform, Facebook, WhatsApp group, and Instagram, and X platform, and Twitter, and also all the platform that you belong to and the group. Please share this video there so as to help or reach out to people that really need this video to prepare them for examination. And I believe, like I told you earlier, that in the next video I'm going to be solving the theoretical part of this video, so that you will have a complete package. And we don't want to do that in this video, so that the video will not be too lengthy for you. So, and I believe we will see you in the next video. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.